What's up everyone, Ryan here, and I'm back with another PGA 2K23 Challenge Series video. And today I'm returning to the Impossible Challenge Series, and in this series I take on some of the hardest golf courses in the game on extreme course conditions and try to get to a score of even or better on Master TGC Tour's difficulty settings. So today, I'm continuing my journey at the truly impossible golf course, Central Park AG, designed by the legend Alan Greenspan, and this will make my 44th attempt on this challenge, so my 44th week trying to take down this golf course. I need all of your all's one times. I need all the hype and positive encouraging comments. Just like always, we can do this. A week ago, I played some of the most consistent golf I've ever played. Only a few mistakes in tempo and swing playing costed us last week's round. So over these past, honestly, 12 attempts, we have been playing such good golf. We have been so close, but like I say, every single time, great or good golf does not beat this challenge. Only perfect golf from me. That's the only way I complete this challenge. We gotta play perfect today. So let's do this, everybody. If you get some enjoyment, drop a like, subscribe for more, and I have a full challenge series playlist down in the description below, and you can also check out a playlist I have for you all for just the Predator AG Impossible Challenge, the first Impossible Challenge I did on the channel. If you did not watch that series, trust me, go back and binge watch that. That was incredible. And here we go. You all already know the course, Central Park AG by Alan Greenspan. The settings are the same. We got back tees, pin location number 4, very high winds blowing in the north direction, very firm fairways, very firm greens, very fast green speeds with default time of day and weather. The same extremely unplayable course conditions. That does not stop me from coming back for my 44th attempt. Let's focus up and take down this golf course today on March 22nd, 2024. Get your coffee, everybody.
Hi there. My
Cheers.
name is John McCarthy, and I am pleased to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K23. I'll go ahead and assume you are ready to go, and we are staring down a par 4 for our first hole on this one. Let's get it.
Hey, no nerves today. Feeling good. Now, one thing I will say, this is not a favorable wind. So if you've watched this whole series, you know how variable the wind is when you pick the same direction and speed. This is actually the worst wind you would get on this golf course. So this is going to be interesting. All right, how long has it been since we've seen this wind direction? It's been like 20 attempts or something like that. 20 or 15. This plays completely different. Trust me. All right, let's get the nervous jitters out. Attempt 44. Starts now. Wind, please put us in that bunker. That bunker's fine. That was a big time fast to start the day. This bunker, you're basically hitting it to the same spot, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, second
but it
shot here.
Could have been
first.
very, very dangerous. Yeah, this wind, this is going to be a hard fight. Imagine if we beat it today in this wind. That'd be like impossible challenge with another impossible challenge. 2 impossible challenges in one, right? That's perfect. You know, that's why I always say that bunker doesn't matter. It actually protects you from the water. That bunker is there. The only thing on this course designed to help the golfer.
Just in the first cut.
There's nothing else here designed to help the golfer, I can tell you that. 113, downhill slightly. In this wind, we can attack this. Because we have a 90 to 94% lie is not ideal here, but I love the club. The problem is, you see how it's straight in our face, but it's also pointed a little bit diagonal. It's hard to know how much that's going to affect the ball right to left. Answer is it won't.
Too far to the right on the approach, I think.
But yeah, we got a nice bounce there. That wind was even though it was a diagonal wind, it played straight. It didn't even move the ball from right to left, even with the fast.
That approach kind of missed the mark a little bit in this one.
We've had this chip a lot, though. It's very chip-inable. One time for the chip in, everybody. Go. Go in. Yes! One time, baby! Which one of you all just one time that one? Are you kidding me? Get your coffee, whatever you're drinking. I got espresso here in this cup today, and I need that energy.
Wind's blowing out there, right to left.
I mean, what just happened? That was just beautiful. You can't hit it any better than that. I was going for that fast. That was exactly the shot I was going for. Landing it short, rolling it up into the hole. What a start here to attempt 44, March 22nd, 2024. Happy Dragon's Dogma 2 release day. And Rise of the Ronin's out today too. Hope you all, if you're playing any of those games, hope you have fun. Now, with this win, you can't go for our spot we've been going for. We have to go to our old spot. It's seriously been 15 or 20 attempts since we've had to take this route. There's no other option here. You can't send it like we've been sending it. This is completely different.
There we go. Nice swing on that one.
Another thing that's really tough about this challenge each week, right? You don't get the same exact wind. That adds to the difficulty of this challenge series because you're playing almost a different course each week.
Second shot here on
What a
hole
drive.
number 2.
Been a long time since we've been here, but it's not like we've been playing good from up there, so maybe this will be the new route. Okay, so 256 left with a pretty significant tailwind. 3 wood's going to be too much, and it's probably not going to get over the trees. It's got to be hybrid. If we send it to the right, this could roll up. Now, all we want is a putt from like here. A putt from here or a chip from down here. I mean, yeah, a hole out would be fantastic, but... yeah, let's just make it. How about that? That's perfect. This should stop on this tier. Should is the key word, unless it rolls up that hill. Because if it picks up too much speed down this slope, no, it's fine. That is perfection. Maybe we know the new route now. Lay up, get behind those trees. But it only works in that wind, because when you have that 25-mile-an-hour tailwind, good luck getting that ball to stop and not go in the rough, right? You hit it in the rough from 250 yards, you're laying up on an impossible shot. So you're basically setting yourself up for bogey. Imagine if we birdied this hole. 28 feet, uphill 1 foot. We've eagled this hole before. We birdie chip in. Have we ever birdie putted? I don't think we have. I really don't. This is tough. I mean, it's right to left and left to right and then right to left. This is really tough. Not meant to be easy. Not called the easy mode challenge. How does that... it's gonna stop, but how does that ball...
this one's for par.
wow, how does it not get up that slope? I'm actually really surprised that ball didn't get up, you know? Gotta make this.
So far, so good.
What a start. I mean, are you kidding me?
Par.
We misread the previous putt anyways, but still, I don't know. It was played a lot more uphill than I was expecting.
Well, staying at even par after that one.
But I'm also used to an overpower,
Off on a par
and I hit a
3
perfect.
hole for this one.
And look at the wind. Like, this wind is completely different. Like, this is insane. Okay, 170, downhill 4 feet. Gonna go pitching wedge. We've hit this shot close before, the same exact shot.
Nice swing.
little bit of an overswing, it's gone. Yeah, if that's a great tempo. If that's a better swing, it's
okay.
perfect.
That's okay. We'll get on the green, maybe on the next shot.
This is not where you want to be.
For a nice up and down out of this
the problem with
bunker.
this bunker shot is the lie, right? So if it's a downhill lie, it's going to fly too far. And it does look like, if you look at Ryan's position, I know we don't get a good look at it here, but I believe it looks like Ryan is on a downhill slope, which means the ball is going to fly further. If it's an uphill slope, it's going to kill it. But we can't send this ball too much. This is extremely difficult shot. Don't try this at home. 67 to 79% lie. We have a downhill lie. And we're hitting into a slope that if we land short, we're back in the sand. If we land far, it's a nightmare. All right. Come on, one time. We need luck here. Can't hit it much better than that. Can't hit it really any better than that. That's beautiful.
Yep, that'll work from there. All right, here's a 5-foot putt.
5 feet. Steady right to left.
Looking good.
What a start. This is a dream start, everybody.
With a par.
This is insane. Let's keep it up. Get your coffee, whatever you're drinking. Get focused.
And that'll keep you right there at even par. That wind's blowing right into our face on this one.
This wind makes this hole almost impossible. On the other north RNG, it's going to be pointed up and to the left, which is what you want, or straight to the left. This is worst case scenario. It's insane to me that we're playing this wind so well right now, because when we get this wind in the past, oh my, bad rounds have followed.
That'll play. Here's your second shot on the 4th.
Yeah, I mean, what do you even do here? We got to go. The problem is we have to go back to our old route. And how successful was our old route? Do you all know? Not successful at all. That's just perfection, though. Finally, we hit that golf shot. I mean, there was a time where we landed back there. I had to hit that same exact shot. We sent it into the sand, into the trees, into the rough, into the water.
And this one's around.
That was perfection.
Yards to the pin.
If you all watched the career mode episode yesterday, March 21st, you all were feeling good. Was dialed in the career mode yesterday. Ryan Gamer was firing on all cylinders in the major tournament. PGA Championship, and that swing continues. 139, uphill 11 feet. Wind is ripping from right to left. The problem with this wind is if you want to hit this close, you gotta flirt with the water a little bit. If you don't care about hitting it close, well, don't flirt with the water. But do you want to win or do you want to lose? Wow, look at that. I felt like I was flirting with the water a little bit. Yeah, the fast pulled us to the left, but what?
Well, you missed the approach. I'm not disappointed in you in any way. Just want you to know that.
John, we've talked about this multiple times. Somebody says they're not disappointing in you. They are 100% disappointed. It's like one of the worst things you hear somebody say. You'd rather them hear they say they were mad. Yeah, tough shot. We're in the light rough, though. We have had this shot before. It's very similar to the shot that we took earlier in this round. Well, that was uphill, but similar technique. Except I'm using shot shaping. That's perfection. Hold. You can't hit it any better than that. That's exactly. I know
Nice
you're like,
chip.
well, swing plane and tempo is off, but I
Okay,
go for fast
save
on the
par
chip
here with
shots.
this putt.
And swing plane is not a huge deal on chip shots. They're very forgiving. So I'm just trying to do a consistent swing that I can replicate. I'm just trying to flick the stick forward as fast as I can on chip shots.
Looking good.
Here we go.
Okay, even par at the moment.
Got to control the nerves, though. As many of you have pointed out, this is when I get nervous. So another day at the office. Let's just play some video games, everybody. Just golfing. Okay, 212, uphill 10 feet. We know where we want this ball. Kind of right in this area so we can chip it close. This wind does make this concerning. Definitely does. Or go right at it. Wasn't trying to do that. I tell you, the fast can send it in the wind. Overpower killed us there.
Oh, missed the green on that one. And second shot here on the 5th.
You can't get this to stop. We've learned that. You have to make it. I don't know, though. Short-sided flop, like extreme short-sided, full loft and backspin. If we send it, I know this sounds crazy, but we've had this chip shot before, right? We know the chip doesn't stop, even with full backspin. It's not going to. Flop shot, although our furthest distance is there, and we have to hit it like something like that, 12% on a slow. If we pitch shot this full loft and backspin, we're not going to have as much control. The beauty of the flop shot is we have the wind. We already know we can't putt this from the fairway here because it would stay in the fairway. If we were a little bit closer, we could. Without the overpower there, do you all realize that that shot would have been perfect? Yeah. One of the hardest shots you will ever have to hit. Hopefully you never have to hit this in this game. You've got it. The reason you have to send this to the right is you want this ball to clip that kind of that first 3 grid lines to the right, roll up that slope to the right, and then back down slightly. It's a very tricky shot. It has to be slowed. It has to be barely tapped, and you're going to be left with a tough putt either way. If we get this to the left, this ball is gone. One of those shots that you only hit in the Impossible Challenge series. Got the fast. It's going to spin out too much. Overpowered. 43%. Did you all see that swing? Like, you all see that swing? 40. We hit practice swing 12%. Did you all see how short I swung? That was 43%. Yeah, right.
Just in the green side rough.
This hole strikes again. Now, we've got to hit this close. This is a shot that we wanted to be in off the tee. We weren't. Live and you learn. That shot would have worked. Did you all see it start to grab? Go in. It only stops when you want it to keep going.
That one close. Well
what
done.
A shot. But
all right, give this a tap.
You all see that last flop shot, if we actually hit it like I wanted to, 12% slow, that shot's going to be perfection. It's going to hit, and it's going to trickle on down towards the hole. A chip shot, we've had that shot like 5 times in this series. It rolls all the way down, full loft and backspin, no matter where you hit it. And yeah, you can go to make it, but flop gave us a chance. And what a chip shot. We almost made that. We're still in this. That's a clutch shot right there.
That will do. And you're sitting at 1 over par.
Hole 5 is one of the toughest holes in this course. It really is. Like, this golf hole,
now in a long par 4.
it will knock your socks off. Go. Nothing fancy. Send it in the fairway. This wind again is insane on this golf hole. This is the worst RNG we've had in a long time. Somehow we are 1 over through 5. Makes no sense to me.
Second shot
but
on the 6.
I'm here for it. When I saw that wind, I was so nervous. How's everybody feeling today? March 22nd, 2024. Anybody out there playing Dragon's Dogma 2 or Rise of the Ronin?
105 left to go.
105, uphill 10 feet. Been thinking about this a lot this week. And I thought about the pitch shot, but I honestly think in this wind, the gap wedge is perfect. Am I crazy to think that? Maybe.
Well, I think this one's
That's
found
perfection.
The dance floor.
Go in the hole. Please go in the hole, ball. Go in the hole. It stops. Of course it does. Of course it does. Why wouldn't it?
Okay, let's go. This one is
Why wouldn't it stop? We're down a downslope. Why not? Why not stop Central Park? This golf course, 186 green speeds. They're max green speeds. They only play like max green speeds when you want the ball to keep going. And if you're new here, you've seen nothing. just go back and watch this series. Oh my. You mean watch all 43 episodes, Ryan? Yes. Because you'll know that this course is live and makes no sense. Because if that ball was rolling down a slope off the green, it would have kept going in the same exact spot. We finally parred it. I don't even know what to say. And I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to keep golfing.
You are sitting at 1 over par. All right, here is a par 5.
1 over through 7. Best we've played. By far.
Beauty of a swing there.
You know, I felt focused today. I felt focused. Big time. And that's a big difference when you feel that focus.
Okay, here's our second shot here on the 7th hole.
Just keep gaming, right? Let's just get over those trees. It should. Perfect. A birdie here would be huge. That's just struck to perfection. We're hitting 104s at will today.
That'll do. And this one's about 210.
Now, this wind is not the wind I want here. I like in the face wind because this wind, if this ball goes up here, you're already bogeying this golf hole. There's no parring from up here. There's no birdieing, parring, and that's a double material. And the problem with this wind, you've got to send it out this side. And if you fast it, you could be out of bounds back there behind the hole. So it's a very tricky golf hole on this wind. I do not like this wind whatsoever. And you see how it's a little bit in our face now. It's shifting. So it's going to take off some distance there. So I'm going to go 3 hybrid. We need luck here. This is the time to one time, everybody. Never one time before? Well, say it out loud. Drop it in a comment. You know what to do.
Could use a bit of a kick to the right.
That's perfection. Please stay. Please stay, ball. Don't you do it. We know it's going to. Welcome to Central Park AG, everybody.
On that one.
Okay.
Up here, nestled into this greenside rough.
The beautiful thing about this chip shot is it's very makeable because it's uphill. It's not going to spin back. I'm not going to do much shot shaping at all. A little forward roll on this one, actually, believe it or not. Because with the route I'm taking, I'm going to make it. Almost perfection. Underswung
Nice
slightly.
that chip.
But what a
Just
chip.
nice and easy.
That was
Well
in.
done.
That was in.
This one to save par.
Just underswung slightly.
And that'll do nicely.
Let's not talk much about what's happening right now. Just gonna keep playing the golf. Let's keep playing the golf. Here's everybody.
And you're 1 over at the moment. This hole's a par 4.
This is the wind that I hate on this golf hole. We have not seen this for a while. The thing about with this wind RNG, it changes so much. The other wind RNG is so much more consistent. You know exactly what to hit on each shot. It's not easy, of course, but it's better than this. Because this baits you into going for this. But from what I remember, you can't. And I fell for this so often, and I think the problem here is you have to pull out the 3 hybrid. I do not like this wind on this hole. It wants to bait you into going for it and hitting it into the rough. That's perfect. You don't fall for Central Park AG's traps.
That's too bad.
Even
Here's our
though
second shot on the 8th.
Even though, to be fair, I fell for AG's traps for 43 straight weeks. I mean, it is what it is. 216 yards, uphill 15. I wish that would have stayed in the fairway. That's unlucky. It doesn't really matter too much, but the problem with this wind, it makes this approach shot really tough. So you basically have to draw this thing against the wind and just somehow find the green. Yeah, it's not going to get there.
Bound.
That's a tough shot. Tough shot. You know, we had to draw it a lot.
Well, that's all right.
We've never
We'll get on
been
the green
here.
Next time. All right, let's make this a short stay at the beach.
See, these are the golf holes that make this wind that much tougher. .32 yards, downhill 1 foot, full loft and backspin. This is a great spot to splash from, honestly. This is a great spot to splash from. How does that stop?
And we are out of there. Let's putt. Here's a 10-foot putt.
Oh, so okay, so we did. I thought we hit the red slope. We did not hit the red slope. So we hit, and then it's kind of, the hill is moving from left to right there, and we hit the green slope. That's why it stopped. Honestly, it's a perfect spot to hit. And we're into an uphill slope, but that's not what I wanted to do. We'll take it. I always struggle on these putts in the shadows. Always have. Really tough for me to see the breaks. One time. Come on, Ryan.
It's getting there.
One time!
Nice putt.
You know how long it's been? Actually, I would say we've never done this. So, we've never been here. We've never parred the holes that we've parred. We birdied more and been
power. We got a headwind on
here.
This hole.
We have never parred the holes that we have parred and been here. Come on, YouTube, wake up. This wind is nuts on this hole. Like, I don't even know what to do. Get lucky. Get lucky. Come on, luck. Come on, luck. Come on, luck.
Well, that won't work. All right, let's have a good second shot here on the 9th.
The course is mad and it's fighting back is what happened right there. That's so tough. That's so tough. I wanted that to roll. You can't go for this from the rough, but what you can do is the shot that probably is better anyways. But you all know what I'm worried about here is that light pole. If I'm being honest with you all. So we've got a hit shot 8-iron here. Because if we hit that light pole on a punch, we're done for. Who put that there? Is that you, AG? That's perfect. Or is that
Okay,
AG's
I'm liking it.
alter
Back in the
ego?
fairway,
I feel
that's
like
great.
there's two different
This is what
versions
our
of
third
AG
shot's
that
looking
designed
like.
this course. You have AG, and then you have AG's alter ego that just tries to crush you. Oh my, we're in great position here. Striking distance. Now, hit shots are very inconsistent for me. A normal sand wedge into this wind, I think, is the play. Because this is going to spin back.
Looks like this one's heading for the green.
Either one. I was hoping to get a little bit more carry out of that because we left ourselves with
there.
what many would call an
This hole, we
impossible
got this
putt.
left for par.
Everybody would call it an impossible putt. Now, was that last week where I barely tapped it and hit it way too short? Is that the week before? Do you all remember that? Come on, one time, please. You all see how short I'm hitting this. Yeah, you definitely see how short I'm hitting it. I just don't understand. We've had this putt so many times. So many times. And it always rose too much. So then I respond. Last week I did. I looked at my aim marker. I watched that back and I barely aimed short. But we've had that similar putt aiming at that same spot. And I think the difference is I usually overpower putts. And I didn't overpower that one. But somehow that putt stops. And hey, that's all right. Not meant to be easy. Now this is the one that you have to be very careful of.
What's heading towards the hole?
Yes!
Right,
The
in the
previous
hole
putt
for
didn't
the
matter.
bogey.
That is so clutch. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. Honestly,
Right
it's
now
better
you're
that
2
way
over.
because here's the thing.
10th hole coming
If
up.
I aim further on that previous putt, it's going to roll off the back of the green if you miss it. And we did not have the line. You all saw that putt. That putt was going to roll well to the right down that slope and it would have been gone. That's incredible. What a bogey save. That's a bogey that feels like a birdie. 2 over on the front, YouTube. We've had 6 birdies on the back before. Come on. Today needs to be the day, Ryan. This wind is so tough, though. Like, this is insane. I would prefer the other wind all day, every day. Like, this wind, it's extremely tough. It's exhausting, to be honest. I'm already exhausted, and we're through 9 holes. This wind is making me think too much. It's wearing me down.
That was good. Let's see what you have on the second shot here on the 10th.
Okay, we know the shot. Just got to put this one in the fairway slightly. It's going to come off to the right. The wind's going to blow it back to the left. That was an ugly swing, but wow, we got lucky. The wind was ripping, and we pulled that at the end on the swing plane. Without that pull, that ball is to the right in the rough. This is in perfect striking distance. We have birdied this hole. We have eagled this hole from right over here. That chip shot. You all remember that? That was recently. 118 downhill 3 feet into a very difficult wind. So with these diagonal winds, you don't know how much it's going to affect the distance, right? I'm going to say a lot because we've had similar shots today that have been really affected by that crosswind. It's going to come off a little bit to the left. The wind's going to blow it to the left. And we've been fasting it. Struck that to perfection. Come on, wind. The slow kills the wind. We pushed it slightly, but
that's
still,
too bad.
That was surprising.
Sure you weren't planning on that. It's okay.
Yeah, I played the lie angle more, and the thing is, when you slow it off a side hill, so on that side hill lie, should have pulled the ball, right? But when you slow it, you take out that lie angle, so then the wind's gonna have less effect because you're basically hitting it into the wind right off the bat, and it really dampens the wind. If we fast that like we have been doing on most shots, that slight fast, we're rolling down that slope onto the green and up close. So full loft and backspin. The problem with this flop shot is the way this is sloped. You basically have to hit it on that green slope, one of those green slopes, and you're probably not stopping it, right? We're hitting from the heavy rough. We're not spinning this enough to stop it. But what we can do is maybe make it. We hit the green slope up the hill. Please stop. Don't you do it, ball. It's gone. You can't hit it any better than that, right? You just can't. Welcome to Central Park AG, everybody. You can't hit it any better than that. We know where it's rolling. Yeah, go ahead, ball. We know.
Okay, we're nestled on into this green side rough.
It's not a mystery. On this one, you just got to add a little D-loft and front spin and make sure you put this ball up over the slope, roll it in. If not, it's coming all the way back down. Well, I guess the good news is we did get it up there. Bad news is this putt's insane. We have had this putt before.
Okay, bogey putt coming up.
I can't believe that flop shot was... Like, that's the thing. It was struck to perfection. The tempo on the previous shot and swing plane really hurt us.
This putt's tracking.
That's beautiful. Wow,
Right
I mean, we are locked in. We can clean up these 3 strokes. We can birdie 6 holes on this back 9. We can do it. We've done it.
There, the wind's blowing
Let's do it.
to left.
201 downhill 24. Now this wind is different. We have to play this hole completely different than like the last 15 weeks. Yeah, you see how it's in the face a little bit now. This plays tough. This plays really tough in this wind. This is the wind you do not want to see because it's cross headwind, right? You just don't know how much it's going to affect the ball, and it could put you in the water. And it may not affect distance at all.
Oh, you might have a little too
That's
much
the tempo I
this.
wanted on the last hole. The same exact fast on the last hole would have been perfection. That's fine.
Second shot here on the 11th.
Yeah, I mean, this shot is great. We're chipping from the fringe. We can generate a lot more spin, and we can make this one time. This is very chip-inable. So I thought with my very fast tempo on chips, I thought that would have
nice
came
little
off
chip
more to
there.
the left. And
All right, drop this
if
on in and save your par.
if I would have played that out more to the left, that's a make. We had the perfect distance, hit the landing spot exactly like I wanted to. Just misread the lie, but
Well
I mean
done.
the break. What a shot
Currently
though.
Sitting at 3 over par.
We haven't parred that hole very often.
Let's see what happens here on the 12th hole.
Brock out there, you all, if you look for, when I get new stats on this series, if you see a comment from Brock, he puts different stats a lot of the times. of the different runs, like how many pars for each hole. I wonder how many pars it's been on that last hole. I don't think it's been very many out of 44 attempts. So thank you, Brock. Always love seeing those comments, you legend. Always cool to see the stats. This wind is just not good on this golf hole. Hey, I'm telling you all, with the wind we've had in the past 10 attempts, 15 probably, with the way we're playing today, we would probably be 3 under right now.
Setting up here from above the green.
Even this wind throwing me completely off, it hasn't really, because I am locked in. But it's much different, right? You all know what's coming. We're not going to talk about this hole too often. We're not giving this hole any credit at all. We're just playing the game. That's it. That's it. That's it. Go all the way down into the hole. No, we know where this is going. Just go ahead, ball. You know where you're going. Just get there.
That's a safe shot. This would take you down to 2 over.
29 feet, uphill 1 foot. Not going to talk about the hole. We're just going to send this in. Focused. One time.
Looking very nice.
Yes! What in the world? Are you kidding me? Birdie on 12. Only seen one other time in 44 attempts. We birdied that hole twice.
To a par 4 hole on this one.
Wake up, everybody. Wake up. Get your coffee, whatever you're drinking. We got a game to win. Want to win or do you want to lose, Ryan? That's all there is to it. Nope. I don't know about you all, but I'm tired of losing. That's great. Oh, yeah. This is great. That's a perfect spot to be in. I'm telling you all, we can spin it from there. We can hit a pitch shot, a lob wedge pitch. We can get almost full spin on this thing in an 80 to 92% lie. What a gift. Yeah, this is great. Now the problem is that slope. I can't tell if our ball's sitting on an uphill lie or downhill. I wish the grid lines would show up on sand. It does on every other surface. I don't know why that's the case. Okay, I got the shot. Come on, Ryan. One time. Court swung it by a mile. Not sure where that came from.
Okay, out of that bunker onto the green now.
That's frustrating.
Now, let's
all
try,
right.
see
hey.
what we can do with that long putt.
That's just frustrating.
All right, this putt for the birdie.
I don't know if I've ever short swing by that much. I don't know if that's nerves or I don't know, but we did it, so. Okay, 55 downhill 2. Or I think we got the 80% lie. We had full loft and backspin. The club's going to fly shorter. You know, I was trying to send that ball. I was trying to send it, and I did not. This is an impossible putt. Welcome to the impossible challenge, everybody. You're about to see why it's called that. I think you all already know. You've watched this whole series, you know very well why it's called that. Hold. It just keeps going. Of course it does. All right.
Oh man, let's get back on the green.
The problem was the drive
Shot.
rolled out a bit too far, and I didn't want it to. But we got the sand, and that sand is a fine place to play from. Honestly, you can spin it really good. It's actually a good sand to play from. We had a great lie. Just you're not always going to hit the right shot. You're not always going to hit the right power. We missed power by we missed that power by like 8%. Like that was a big underswing. Let's make this. Come on, Ryan. No way we birdie 12 and bogey 13. No shot. I still don't think that putt should have rolled down that far. There ain't no way.
Lining up an 8-foot putt.
There is no way that ball rolled down on the previous putt and then stops on this yellow slope. There's no, I'm telling you all, this course, it's alive. It does its own thing each and every week. Gotta make this.
This one's tracking.
That's a huge bogey.
Okay,
We're
good
still
putt.
in this.
That's
That's a
into a bogey.
frustrating bogey. Could have
Okay,
very
3
well
over
been a
par
triple
for
if we
you.
missed that putt. But just mishit the bunker shot by I underswung by like 8%. I was going
Left
for like
to right
94%.
breeze on this hole.
Like 94, 95. And I literally hit a 84, something like that. That's just, you never see me underswing that much on a pitch shot. But how often do you all see me hit partial pitches? Not too often. I didn't need much of a partial there. I was not trying to do that. Now this wind makes this hole really tough. 196 downhill 40 feet. We need a big time finish here to have a chance. It's still possible. Although unlikely, it is still possible. We just gotta calculate this a little bit. We got 167 carries, gonna fly about 180 with 13 with the downhill that it is. And then with the wind, it's gonna be the club. The wind helped it. Did you all see that wind grab that ball though? Like, I would have had to hit like a couple clubs down from that. That's nuts. Well, good news is we're over 75 feet, which means we can chip it. Now, I have seen some of your all's comments saying, Ryan, you could chip it on the greens and you can get these balls to stop. So I play in this challenge, I play TGC Tour's difficulty rule set, which is basically a mix between master and legend difficulty in this game. And you cannot chip on the greens unless your green shot is obstructed or you're greater than 75 feet away. So that is the reason that you cannot chip on the green in this challenge, or I can't chip on the green in this challenge. So yeah, you are right. You are right. Like if you chip on every green, full loft and backspin, you 100% would get these balls to stop. And it's a default golf ball challenge. Yeah, if you use the different golf balls, you can get the ball to stop as well. But that's not this challenge. That's just perfection. I mean, this has been the most consistent round of golf we've ever had. But what do I always say? You got to play perfect. And we have been close to perfect today, to be honest. And we're still in this. We got plenty of golf left. We're sitting 3 over. This could be the final Impossible Challenge video on the Gamer Ability YouTube channel. Come on. I never want to see this course again. Oh, what a run the Impossible Challenge has been. But it's over today. Central Park AG, I'm coming for you. March 22nd, 2024. 15, 16, 17, 18 left. Come on, YouTube. You want to win or do you want to lose?
Sure where this will end up.
That fast. The swing plane was interesting too.
And we are in the deep stuff
currently. You have to be kidding me. There's no way that ball rode like that and stayed in the rough. Did you all see that ball? What did I just witness? That ball looked like... We can't get a good view from it. It is in the rough. Wait, that's not where it looked like it landed, though. I don't know. What do I know? I shouldn't be surprised on anything. That's so unfortunate, though. A mega fast off the tee really affected that shot. 74 to 86%. On a lie in a headwind that if we send far, we're in the sand, which is fine. If we hit 70%, we're in the water, which is not fine. So we've got to get this there.
This one's looking good.
Go in! Go in! The best shot we've ever hit on this golf hole.
Setting up for our third shot.
Come on, Ryan. Ryan the Punisher. Got to make this putt. You all don't know what Ryan the Punisher comes from. That's Ryan's nickname across all the sports. He got it from WWE. This is the time we need him to harness that. Steady right to left, up the slope. One time, please. I need everybody to one time this one. One times have been working today. What an effort. Perfect swing plane too. What an effort.
Here comes a 3-footer.
That's a big par, but pars aren't going to win this challenge.
And you're 3 over at the moment.
Can you all believe we birdied 12? Who would have thought that? Not me. What if we shot on the past 2 runs in 12, like combined 12 over? That's probably an over exaggeration, but no, it hasn't been too far off of that. This wind makes this golf hole really tough. It's already a tough golf hole, right? But good news is I haven't talked during my swing today, so that's always a plus. Such a consistent round. Such a good round.
Good, is it? Okay, second shot here on the 16th.
Now we can't get this up and out and over, I don't think. Well, actually, for hybrid, we probably can get there. Not if we get 67%. We can't get this there. That's unfortunate. But, you know, hey, we need to birdie all the last 3 holes, so we have to go for it. I mean, what do we have to lose at this point? We have to get a birdie. So there's no way I'm laying up here.
And unfortunately, might be in
not going to get there. But now we know we got the 70% line, a perfect struck shot. So you just never know. It's anywhere in that range.
And setting up for your
have to go for it, though. I'd be very disappointed in myself if we didn't. There was no shot to complete the challenge if we don't birdie this hole. So what a run, though. Like, this is honestly the best run we've had by far. The most consistent I've ever played, the best I've ever played. A couple swing mistakes costed us this round. We birdied 12, though. Like, we are close. We are so close. This is one of those confidence boosting round. I'll be honest, these last 2 runs, it's really destroyed my confidence on this challenge. Like, I realize that this is the impossible challenge, and I may never beat this challenge. You know, I have until the next game comes out, and I'm going to keep trying. But we have to, like I've said multiple times, it may not be able to be done by me. But I am sure going to try. We're so close, though. We are dangerously close to beating this. Central Park is getting scared. I thought this was going to be the last impossible challenge. It hurts every time that I don't complete this challenge. Like, you all don't understand, and probably you all do if you watch this challenge, but how much I want to be off this golf course and be done with the impossible challenge series. Like, I want to be finished with this series more than anything. So each week, a loss on this challenge crushes me. Like, I'll just be honest with you. It's frustrating to lose. Like, some of you might not think it is to me. You played this 44 times. Trust me, you don't want to lose. Like, Impossible series has been fun, but I'm ready for it to be over. And it's going to be over soon. Ryan Gamer will move on to brighter things on Fridays. 100%. And I am ready for it to be done. We are so close. I really thought today was going to be the day. A couple mistakes on the front that we shot 2 over on the front. If we clean up those couple holes, that's even on the front. That's a birdie on 12. We're sitting 1 under at the round at that point. That changes everything. At that point, we pull a hybrid off on that hole. We sent it into the sand. You realize that? On number 13, the only reason I hit the driver, because I knew where we were sitting and what we needed to do. There's not a lot of birdie holes left. Like, none. There's a few, but I would have probably laid back with a hybrid on 13. And the fact that I was sitting 2 over par there changes everything. If we're sitting 1 under there, it's lay up the rest of the way, and we par every single hole. Even this hole, this one. 16 feet left to right.
It could be a good one.
Beautiful. Hey, we'll take the bogey, but putting a double. A putting exceptional today. Putting exceptional. Golf was almost flawless, but it wasn't perfect. It was great golf. Today is great golf.
And sitting
not
at
perfect.
5 over par for the
and
day.
I've said this a lot. I'm not the best player in the world at all in this game. So, like, for somebody at my skill level to beat this golf course in these settings, it's got to take the perfect round. We're getting close. We just haven't had it yet. We did on attempt number 11 of Predator AG, a round I'll never be able to do again. But, like, this is honestly, this wind is only good for this golf hole. This wind, this RNG of that north very high is only favorable on this position. The other wind, I feel like I play better throughout the course and I birdie more. On this wind, I birdie less, but I shoot more, I guess, a little bit more consistent on some of the more difficult holes. But I definitely like the other RNG better, but you just never know what you're going to get. This Impossible Challenge series is like a box of chocolates, right? You never know what you're going to get, as Forrest Gump would say. And you don't. Like, you just never know what... Honestly, you don't know what's going to happen hole from hole to hole. Isn't that the truth?
This might end up in the rough.
We had to hit a 3-wood there to get that there. I pushed it a mile.
Green today.
That's for sure. We're not going to hit every green. Isn't that the truth, John? Look at this shot. Look at the athleticism from Ryan Gamer. Who would have known that playing more MLB The Show, MLB The Show 24, been playing a lot of that game this week, and with the new game coming out, who would have thought that my swing would have been better playing more baseball today than playing playing baseball improves your golf game by a long shot. This is the best my tempo has been in a long time. Maybe ever. Wow, what a run.
On that one.
What a run.
Okay, we're moving on. Let's get this next hole. And you're currently 6 over par.
Oh my, we are locked in. I know we're 6 over right now, but that's, we had to get aggressive on that double bogey. We wouldn't have been there if it wasn't for that. But like, we had to get aggressive there, but we are playing so good today. And if we can emulate this swing next week. So I know I said there's going to be no impossible challenge run this week. This challenge, I'm so persistent, right? That it's hard for me to not do it every week. It's not intentionally supposed to be every week. It was used to, but I changed that a while ago. It's supposed to be once every 2 weeks or once every 3 weeks until the next game comes out. And I think we will get to that frequency, but I'm so persistent that I tell myself I don't have the time, but it's 12 o'clock at night. I brew an extra espresso, and it's just, why not? Oh, who needs sleep? So like, it's one of those things. It's one of those things that pulls me in. The best comparison I can do for this challenge is, I said this a lot. I've talked about this a lot recently, is skateboarding. My wife said something that really resonated with me the other day, and she's talking about the Impossible Challenge series, and she was like, how many things that have been impossible have someone completed in less than like 1,000 attempts, Ryan? And I'm like, yeah, true. And that was such a good point. And I thought back about like things in my life that I thought were impossible that I had completed, whether it's gaming or not. The gaming impossible to me was beating Elden Ring, beating the Dark Souls games.
Nice.
But
this is clocking in at
the
around
Predator AG was impossible.
Or so to the pin.
100%. Like, I will never be able to do that again. I went back to that course, have never been even close to what we shot on attempt number 11. But skateboarding, you know how long it took me to learn a kick flip and hill flip and hard flip, a pop shove it. Like, these things, going down a half pipe, going off a ramp, an indie grab, you name it. In skateboarding, those things take like 4,000, 5,000 repetitions. And the different thing about golf and in skateboarding, I could talk about skateboarding analogy because of how just impossible that sport really is. It's like hitting a Major League Baseball is impossible, right? But they still do it. I can't. But we get the satisfaction of getting close, right, on this Impossible Challenge series. When you're learning a trick in skateboard, there's no satisfaction. Like, you could do 4,000 attempts and miss every single one, not even close. And then you finally have that one where you almost land it. You don't get that satisfaction of getting close, though. In this, we actually get that, right? And in real golf, you get that. So here we go. Enough talk about skateboarding, right? Oh, my. But what a run. But yeah, I mean, in the grand scheme of things of impossible challenges, we played this 44 times, not even close to, like, the amount of things that, like, I realized that's not a lot of attempts. Although it seems on paper that it is, it's truly not.
Yikes.
We've never been here.
We missed the green here. Setting up here for your fourth.
I can say that Ryan, the Punisher, has never quite been in this spot. So, on this shot, you have to declare, what are the odds of this? Like, look at this. Look at that swing. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Okay. Welcome to Central Park AG, everybody, where things don't make any sense. I needed this laugh after being so close. Where's Ryan Gamer? Where's he swinging from? Hope you all needed a good laugh here on this Friday, March 22nd. I have no clue where this ball is gonna go whatsoever. Like this. I don't even know if the ball is gonna play, like, usually it plays for the lie underneath it, so it'd go way to the right. Honestly, this is a shot that you should probably just declare unplayable, but honestly, for science, I really am interested to know what happens here. Like, honestly, I'm just interested to know what in the world happens on this one. And I know you all would be very disappointed if I didn't hit this shot. I don't know what's gonna happen. It could go, because here's the thing, retaining walls play like the lie underneath it, so that would mean this ball is in the water, and I don't even know what lie angle we would have on this one. So I mean, this is probably going to hit off the retaining wall and in the water. Okay.
Well, what can you do about it? Nothing.
Excuse me, game?
Okay.
New tutorial video for you all. Whenever you all find yourself, you know, I know you find these retaining wall lies a lot in this video game. Whenever you find them, it's not going to affect the ball whatsoever. What did we just witness?
14 feet to the cup from here.
Welcome to Central Park AG, where things just don't make sense. Okay. Okay. Well. Huh. So that was interesting. I never would have thought it would have played like that. Usually retaining walls, I've never had a retaining wall lie, but whenever I've been close to them, it plays the feet lie like the ball underneath, and it plays like a heavy rough lie. That played like it was actually hitting from the cement there of the retaining wall. What in the world just happened? I'm glad we experienced that, because I'm just glad that we weren't sitting under par at that point and landed there, because that would be very fitting for this series.
This one's on a good line.
Good putt, but hey, triple bogey. That's what are you gonna do?
I know you know, but this is triple bogey coming up here.
That ball, the wind didn't affect it as much as I wanted it to with the previous shot. And I was trying to hit it a little bit further than I hit it on the power, and somehow that landed there. Like, what are the odds? That's like impossible. Welcome to Central Park AG.
I got lost in that. Your round's over already. I thought we just started.
See, John had fun. He said, I thought we just started. But hey, this is a confidence boosting round. You know, 9 over, I understand, like, but that score does not do that justice. That was the best putting I have ever had on this golf course. Some of the best golf I have played. We were sitting 2 over through 12. We were sitting in striking distance. Had to get a little bit aggressive there, right? And when you have to get aggressive on this golf course, it can bite you, and it did. And there's going to come a time where we're sitting even there, or under par. And in that run, that's when we play a little bit more passive, and that's a different round. We could have played passive and shot 2 over. We could have played passive, shot 3 over, 4 over. But you have to realize, to get birdies on this golf course, you've got to get ultra aggressive. You just have to. And when you play aggressive, things are going to happen. That wind is not my favorite wind. Can we please go back to the other RNG next week? That is my least favorite wind. It's actually so amazing to me that I was able to respond after playing 10 rounds in that same other wind direction, and it flips today and was able to play great. 1.28 putts per hole. That's the best putting I've ever had in this golf course. Had great chip ins, some great short game shots. What a run. Score doesn't do that justice. That was a 2 over on the front. Very well could have been even. Very well could have been under par, right? Like, we messed up on the putt on 9. We messed up on number 5, which is common. We conquered 6. A birdie on a par on that hole is like an eagle, honestly. And then started the back. You can't make a mistake on 10. 10 messed up on the swing. Messed up on the swing on that approach to the hole. You slow that and push it, it's gone. The wind's not going to affect it. We were able to bounce back with an insane birdie on 12, which makes no sense to me how I made that putt. That was electric. But then 13 happened, and I had to get aggressive there. We were sitting 3 over and then 2 over after the birdie. The excitement of 12, I think, got into my head a little bit. I should have toned it down a bit, laid up with the 3 hybrid. It's a short golf hole. Put it in the fairway, attack that green, and birdie. Now, hindsight's 2020, and as one of my favorite comments on YouTube ever was, hindsight's 2020 and backseat gaming is 1520. Which is true, right? So hindsight's 2020, right? We can go back and look at it. All we can do is not do it the next time. And we didn't make very many mistakes. That was the most consistent golf I've ever played through the first 15 holes. That was nuts. Now, we had to get aggressive on 15, right? We were sitting 3 over. We had 3 holes left. That score does not do it justice because we were 3 over through 15, which is the best golf we've ever played here. And then that wind on hole 16 is almost impossible, right? So had to attack it on that approach. We can't go for par. Par doesn't win it. We know we can't eagle the last hole. Went for it, got the double bogey, bogeyed 17, and then we ended up triple on the 18th after I don't even know what happened there with that retaining wall. That was insane, but now we know. Now you all know what to do when you find yourself in that situation. As many of us are going to find ourselves in every single round in that position. Wow. But thank you all for watching this video to the end. Was glad I was able to record one for you all here on March 22nd. You know, it's looking like I wasn't going to have one this week. Now, I don't know if there'll be one next week or the next week. There might be a 3-week break. We will see. It depends on how the week goes, and we'll see. But drop a like if you got some enjoyment. Subscribe for more. Plenty of other content to tune into here on the Gamerability YouTube channel. I am so ready to finish this golf course and be done with the Impossible Challenge series. But perseverance, right? I'm gonna keep fighting. You know, I said I would not retire from this challenge until like 2 weeks before the new game comes out. So hey, I'm gonna keep trying it. You know, whether that's once a week, once every 2 weeks, once every 3 weeks. It definitely won't be once a month. That's not enough. But we're getting there, and have to keep fighting, have to persevere. We may never beat this, but at the end of the day, I want to go down fighting, and I want to go down swinging if we end up failing. Let's keep fighting. You all are legends. Leave a comment down below giving your positive, encouraging words. I'm telling you all, that positive, encouraging words go a long way. Go a long way, so keep it up, you legends. Plenty of other content to tune into. Check the channel page, scroll through. You're likely to find another video series you enjoy, and even more on my second channel, Gamerability 2. I will see you next time. As always, have a fantastic day, everybody.